2018 Lexus LC Coupe Review. Pros: striking looks inside and outside. Lots of technology agreeable. Very comfortable over distance. Both engines have powerful. Cons: hybrid significantly less fun as V8. Not much room with the spine. Tiny luggage space. Styling would possibly not appeal to all. The Lexus LC Coupe is really a two-door, four-seat GT car using its engine at the front, sending capability to the rear wheels. With that in your mind, in theory it's an adversary to the Bentley Continental GT, BMW 6 Series Coupe and Maserati Gran Turismo, but it's nothing can beat any of those to think about, drive an automobile or to sit in. It's built to be powerful yet comfortable enough to pay for long distances, and from initial evaluation we ought to say the Japanese car maker has succeeded. Pair of engines being offered: you've got a range of two engines. Powering the LC500 is often a 5.0-liter V8 petrol that we've met before within the GSF and RCF performance cars, albeit coupled to an alternative 10-speed automatic gearbox, or maybe a petrol hybrid badged LC500 hours. The latter is really a technically advanced drivetrain that, unlike most hybrids, isn't supposed to offer the lowest possible running costs. Instead, it's built by using a 3.5-liter V6 engine boosted further by an electric motor for any total power creation of 354 horsepower. You can watch in greater detail about the two of these power plants in the event you scroll down to your performance a part of this review, but 0.62 miles per hour takes at most 5.0 seconds regardless. This is often a fast car. Lexus makes the decision to price both 500 and 500 hours versions the identical, which suggests it's your choice to choose your driveline with your own personal priorities in your mind. 3D trim structure: there's an opportunity to add the Sport and Sport Plus packages for really cost, covered from the equipment a part of this review, together with the latter, which has a dramatic relation to the way the LC handles. Alongside its seas of serious speed, the LC can also be an extremely comfortable and well-equipped car. The front seats, for example, are excellent, along with the cabin's design is impressive too. As a Lexus customer, you can even expect a terrific experience in the dealership, which can be good because you'll increase your close relationship using them as you vie for starters of the 250 models which are heading to your UK on a yearly basis. The verdict: with futuristic looks and tons of technology, the LC is really a compelling case for itself as being a modern GT. It takes a little while to get under its skin, but once you choose to do, we think you'll possess a fantastic time in the event you're lucky enough for getting your hands on one. Lexus LC Coupe Review, even as we give you the lowdown on all you should know. Pair of different power plants, two fascinating gearbox options. Is the Lexus LC a tad too clever? You've got two petrol drivetrains to be had here, the Lexus LC500 and LC500 hours, Rogues being a hybrid using electrical assistance. Interestingly, neither motor uses turbocharging technology, unlike almost all contemporary cars. Lexus LC500, this version could be the fastest and most polluting engine offered. It's a 5.0-liter V8 with 477 horsepower and 540 Nm of torque, offered by 4,800 revolutions per minute. That means 0.62 miles per hour in 4.7 seconds, as well as a top speed of 168 miles per hour. It's associated with what Lexus is calling market first, a 10-speed automatic gearbox. For keen drivers, this would be the best version on the LC. The engine is very responsive and sounds fantastic, with huge reserves of power for overtaking. The gearbox successful, changing gear quickly and smoothly, but sometimes we found it confused itself once we demanded which is not it, contributing to jerky power delivery because it struggled to make a decision which gear it was intended to be in. Lexus LC 500 hours. The hybrid LC features a 3.5-liter V6 petrol engine which has 299 horsepower and 348 Nm at 4,900 revolutions per minute, but this really is supplemented with an electrical motor with an creation of 132 kilowatts, that is roughly similar to 179 horsepower and 300 Nm of torque. That means the 0.62 miles per hour time is nearly as impressive, taking just 5.0 seconds, with top speed tied to 155 miles per hour. The gearbox with this version is really a CVT along with a conventional automatic, but made to mimic the driving characteristics on the LC 500's 10-speed box. It's best driven gently, as it can be not wanting to change down quickly enough to facilitate faster driving. While I was less thankful for the engine note, this model is significantly quieter, thereby more comfortable for long-distance driving. Rear-driven GT handles very well, doesn't feel as heavy because it is Pick Sport Plus to find the best cornering. How the Lexus LC handles differs a lot depending for the version you've picked. We've yet to utilize the standard car, but sport versions drive well, albeit inside a slightly inert fashion thanks towards the numb but super responsive steering. It doesn't feel as heavy since its curb weight suggests, though, changing direction quickly and nimbly. Cars equipped using the Sport Plus package less difficult, better to push. That's because they're fitted, which has a limited slip differential, rear wheel steering and also a variable rate steering rack. These features combine efforts to create an altogether a great deal more engaging experience, while using LC feeling far smaller at lower speeds for easier maneuvering and longer and much more stable when driven quickly. Lexus typically impresses within the cabin department, and also the LC isn't exception. In the main, it's a beautifully finished design that feels solid and high quality. The driving position is incredibly low, but you've got good visibility across the car. We found the leader ergonomically pleasing to carry, but maybe a little over-appointed with buttons. At some angles the lip in the multimedia screen can produce a shadow, making it hard to see Satan of directions, and that we found the drive mode controls on top from the instrument binnacle a fraction past an acceptable limit away from ideal driving position, which meant a stretch. The multimedia system itself is controlled through latest generation of Lexus's touchpad, that is better than previously but still not really a patch for the rotary solutions utilized by many rival companies. Built for long-distance cruising, the Lexus LC can be a very comfortable car. We've only were built with a chance to utilize the larger 21-inch wheels on Sport and Sport Plus models to date, but despite having those it rode excellently across a range of surfaces. We were especially impressed with all the seats, which can be beautifully shaped and highly adjustable. They're accessible in leather or Alcantara. The cabin itself can be a quiet environment too, with minimal wind noise at motorway speeds and engine roar only really audible if you want it to be. The LC lineup is usually a relatively simple one. You can have the conventional car with either 500 or 500 hours engines, or own it equipped using the Sport package, and the Sport Plus package. Following that choice, you find only 3 optional extras. Standard Lexus LC Coupe equipment. The base spec LC comes using a high level of normal kit. Highlights include 20-inch alloy wheels, glass roof with sunshade LED lights at both ends, rain-sensing wipers, heated and ventilated semi-nylon leather front seats, heated tire, keyless entry and ignition. There's additionally a 12-speaker multimedia system that has a 10.25-inch screen, Bluetooth, USB and aux connections and DVD player as standard. Adding the Sport package for your LC nets you sports front seats, Alcantara upholstery, a carbon fiber roof and 21-inch alloy wheels. Moving approximately top-spec Sport Plus package gets a lively rear spoiler, carbon fiber scuff plates, Alcantara interior trim plus the Lexus dynamic handling upgrade, including rear wheel steering, variable ratio steering and also a limited slip differential. Optional extras: Lexus LC Coupe. Your only choices are a Mark Levinson 13-speaker head unit upgrade, a color head-up display and metallic paint. We're expecting the Lexus LC Coupe to fare well within the safety stakes. It hasn't yet been crash-tested by Euro NCAP, but we predict it'll score the absolute maximum 5 stars simply because of its impressive roster of technology. You get airbags all throughout the cabin, traction and stability control systems, hill start assist, a tire pressure warning system and also a blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert. On the surface of that there's Lexus Safety System Plus, such as adaptive cruise control, pre-collision safety, traffic sign recognition, active lane keeping assistance, a sway warning system and automatic high beam headlights. Adults will battle to fit inside back low, wide car isn't easiest to park, boot is tiny in V8 and smaller still in hybrid. The Lexus LC Coupe doesn't fare particularly well with this respect. While the 2 front occupants will probably be comfortable, a 6-foot-tall adult simply won't fit within the back. The sloping roofline means there's no headroom in any respect, so it's well suited for young children only. We found the LC quite easy to park inside a bay, however its wideness is likely to make it a decent fit in the garage. Acoustic parking sensors assist, however, and the back wheel steering on Sport Plus models also makes life a little easier with this respect. On paper the LC's boot measures 197 liters with the V8, however the LC 500 hours hybrid system eats into this further, leaving just 172 liters of room. This isn't a fantastic performance on the Lexus.